Sup, y'all? It's your girl Erica back again, and we're talking relationships, dating, marriage, all that stuff right here. And today's topic is women don't leave you for the single life. Women leave you because you fucking suck. So I don't think that there's enough guys out there that actually have the self-awareness necessary to realize how bad they actually suck at not only being a human being, but being a man who is worthy of a good woman. And this is all really a collective awakening. This is truly a collective shift. The divine feminine is really rising up into her power, her integrity. Divine feminine collective is getting that inner knowing and that inner understanding of what a loving and healthy union would be. And then they're looking around and seeing what's going down in their own reality and realizing, how did I let myself get so far from where I would want to be with a man I love? And for me, it was like that attachment that you have, that, like, you know, that magnetic pull to the men that you are, you know, involved with. A lot of that, unfortunately, as exciting as it is and how good it feels, it really is rooted in codependency and wounding, most of the time an abandonment wound. And I'm not judging, like, either way. All I know is that the satisfaction level when you are a deeply wounded individual of, like, being with your person is, like, so satiating to you, you know? And we equate this wounding attachment, codependency, with love, even though it technically isn't. They say that real love comes from two people who don't have that attachment wounding, and they are whole, complete beings in and of their own self, who consciously choose to be with another person and share in another person. So it's a lot different when you're conscious and when you're unconscious. And I have not quite crossed over to the threshold of having that conscious union, you know what I mean? I'm still kind of in this dating world, and I know now very, very much what I don't want. I've experienced a lot of what I don't want and what I will never go for. But before I had that knowledge, you're not being, like, what society has done to us females as a general collective has cut us off from our intuition. It's cut us off from our feminine essence. It's cut us off from sovereignty and made us feel that we're not enough. We're not good enough. We're not, you know, worthy of respect, even basic ass respect. And, like, what men have not really understood is why their woman leaves them. And it's kind of like, you know, you can't fault men, just like you can't fault women for their wounding and for their toxicity, because it is what society has put upon us. But once you wake up and you become a person who's aware of all of this, you can't just go back. And so I think a lot of us right now who are like in this wave of awakening, we're kind of in the in-between, you know? And I saw a really good description by someone the other day. It says, you have nothing left here. There's nothing left for you here. This is not your old life. There's just nothing left of it. Yes, you wanted it to be different, but it's not. And you can clearly, so clearly see that what you're in is damaging, and it's not good. And the only thing you can do is go through this tunnel of complete darkness, and you don't know what's on the other side. But you have to keep going until you get to the other side, because there's nothing here for you. So I've been kind of, you know, making my way through this dark tunnel here and coming to a lot of realizations. And so many women are speaking out about this, but it's like, dude, a true awakened masculine man is going to choose and want and have that inner drive to protect, provide, and like cherish his woman, you know? And I say this even as like flings. You can tell the difference between getting with a lame and getting with a king, you know? The lame is gonna like to pump ya, not even be present with you. Sometimes you wonder if you're kissing somebody and it's like, are you in the moment with me, or are you just trying to like recite moves you've watched? And it's like, okay, dude, this is not happening. That's the kind of shit sometimes you end up with, you know, when you are so unaware of yourself, you know? And then you can get with a king. Someone who's looking deeply at you. Someone who's like making sure every part of your body is warmed up to him, and you feel safe. You feel beautiful. You know, a real man is going to want you to feel beautiful in his presence. He's going to want you to feel safe in his presence. He's going to want you to be turned on with him. And so many people now, so many women, I should say, are really like catching on to like, wow, my relationship sucks. But not everybody is like strong enough to leave. And I will say this. There is a lot of lies out there about leaving a toxic relationship. And one of the biggest fucking lies out there is that, oh, once you leave the wrong person, then you make room in your life for Mr. Right, the right person, someone amazing to come in and sweep you off your feet. I call fucking bullshit on that. Because the truth of the matter is that when you leave a toxic relationship, you're just going to get another toxic relationship. It's not them. It's the part of you that like attracts them, right? So I left my toxic relationship 5 years ago, pretty much to the dot. Like exactly 5 years ago. I will never forget the sight of my karmic twin driving away. The most incredible, beautiful sunset of fiery orange and red and purple. And knowing that was it. Knowing it was really it. And every part of me wishing that instead of that happening, that we were out there in the front yard holding each other in each other's arms and looking at that beautiful sunset together. but I couldn't make that happen. I couldn't awaken him to see what he was doing that hurt me. And I tried for years and years and years, and I loved this man. Although now I wonder, did I love him or did I have an attachment to him? Quite possibly it was just a wounding attachment. I used to think I knew what love is. I don't believe I've ever experienced it. The closest thing I would say I have to love is me and my youngest son, if that's even love. So it is very hard to tell. I do believe in being love and sharing love between humans. I mean, I've definitely had some experiences where, like, you know, love, energy, and the universe and sex has all got to be wrapped up in it. It's got to be love somewhat. But when I met this man, I believed with my entire being that I would be with him forever. And I mean, hey, forever isn't over. We still talk. We still end up, you know, we still hang out very, very rarely. But in all of my interactions with him, I'm growing so far apart from him. And it's so obvious, like, I wish it wasn't the case. You know, like, I have to accept him for who he is and the level of where he is. And I know that, like, I chose him to be that mirror for me. And he is. Your karmic twin, your narcissist, he is going to be that painful mirror to you sometimes. And you know, I couldn't think of a better, sexier, hotter person to be that for me. So it was just very strange that, you know, 5 years now. It was like September 26th that he drove away. He packed his things and got the final amount, and that was it. He has never moved back since. And there has not been some amazing guy. There has not been some amazing guy to come fill his space. There's been a few random or soulmate, you know, connections here and there since then, but I do not have a relationship. I am single. You know, of course can talk to people. I got a phone, I got a dating app, you know, but I do not have a relationship. And it's like I've been working ever since that day, falling apart. I mean, I think I might have cried for maybe 2.5 years straight, every day and every night. I mean, there was a lot of pain I had to shed. And I mean, I got started at an older age, but I swear to God, the more I heal, the younger I fucking look. I really believe I feel like I look better each time I let go of something toxic within myself. And this is truly what it is to be a light worker, to be an angel on earth, and to go through this transformation. And I'm not all the way to the other side yet, but I know that I'm past the point of where I can go back, and I am not going back. Like, I'm not gonna get it. Like that codependent pool, that's just not gonna work on me anymore. Even if I feel a little twinge of that with somebody, I have enough self-love to fill me up to say I'm not gonna, like, you know, allow abuse because of that pool. And being so ascended as I am at this point, it's just become so obvious that most men are not even awake. And I don't want to put that out there, because I do want to say I truly, truly believe that more and more men are waking up every day, but it is the women that had to go first. And they're realizing, look, like, women aren't just gonna be your punching bags. We're not just gonna do like what you want. We're not just gonna let you lock us in a box and treat us like garbage or neglect us just for the sake of saying we have a relationship. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And so I love helping women see their worth, you know? And I love helping people awaken and feel their best. And it's like, this is the journey that I'm on. It's a self-love journey. It's a journey of learning and unlearning everything that's been put into you, not only from society, but just fucking television, everything, you know, what you've seen. Shit is not right. And this gets back to the point. Like, I believe the majority of women, of course there's exceptions, the majority of feminine women, we want to be in a relationship. We do want that. We want that one person, the love of our lives. We do want that. We don't leave our relationships because we don't want that. We leave our relationships because we do want that so badly. And they're refusing to give us even a glimmer of what that looks like. And it's so sad. Like, I don't choose to be single because I like to be a player and I like to talk to multiple guys on the dating sites and I like to go out and bring home randoms. I am single because I'm not going to allow myself to be abused for the sake of having a relationship. And if somebody came along and could actually treat me right, I would gladly give up dating sites and talking to guys. I've always been very loyal. If I love someone, I'm like, you know, laser focused on them, on us, on what can we do together. And it's just crazy. It's like any of the good stuff that I would have wanted out of getting married to this guy, I never got to experience. It's been literally hell. There's just been no anything good. It sucks. Like, I mean, shit. My son's almost 8. I was very alone in taking care of him. You know, I'm not going to go on and on and on, but let's just say, what does a woman get married and have a baby for? Sweet times cuddling together, holding the baby in her arms with her man sitting next to her, holding hands, going on a walk, watching their kid play at the park. Precious times like that I've never got to experience. I've been alone, and it was like, wow, I'm alone. I'm married and I'm alone. And then when he is around, it's like there wasn't like a presence. There wasn't an emotional connection. There wasn't a bond of like both of us wanting the same thing. Like the things I was yearning for from him was like, was not even on his radar. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he doesn't, and a lot of guys are like this. They're not thinking about the female. They just don't fucking care. It's cars. It's the older generation. They're working on their cars. The younger generation, they're playing on their video games. Men, something has happened to men where they don't view having a woman as something special. They look at it like an annoyance or a burden. And it sucks. It sucks to not feel that you are completely wanted and cherished by someone. It sucks to not feel that you're adored, that you're safe. It fucking sucks. But the only thing you can do is try to fill your own self up with that. You know what I mean? It's like, I know I'm rocking my life. Everything else I feel is pretty great, you know? I mean, obviously, anything can always improve, but it's like that one aspect that is the most important to me would be a relationship. And it's like, I guess there's just, you know, there's just going to be some more time, some more healing over that, what's going to happen. But like literally, the title of this video is Women Don't Leave Men to Be Single. We leave men because they are horrible. I mean, I've read stories from people that couldn't even believe, like, especially this lady, she's home being a mom and all this stuff. She's like sick, not feeling good. And the husband is just like, come home to scream at her because she doesn't have dinner ready. And it's like, oh my God, like how much lack of humanity and compassion do you really have? You would think any normal, nice, caring person would be like, oh, baby, I'm so sorry that you don't feel good. Either if they don't have the option to call off of work and take care of her and the kids for that day, you'd think the least he can do is bring home some soup and maybe give her a massage so she feels better. It's like, where is the ability and capacity to love someone when it comes to men? And it's like, so many women are so good to these men, and it's like, I'm not even claiming I'm that great. I'm pretty good, but there are really women who are out here going above and beyond. Home cooked meals, like they really, like they're doing all kinds of stuff, like sucking dick, you know, driving these motherfuckers around. And it's like, dude, these dudes don't give a fuck about them. They're on here on the internet talking to a bunch of other girls. They're using your car to go see the girl they like better. So it's like, hey, listen, when I like somebody, I'm pretty good to them. I know how to be loyal. I am very sweet. But on the other aspect, it's like, I want to receive from a man. That's the natural way. The masculine gives, the feminine receives. I want to be on the receiving end of a man's love and affection. You know, so if I see that sometimes, and I have gotten sucked into where at the beginning, it was like I was receiving, and then when I kind of fall in love with them, I see like a flip-flop switch where then they start like, you know, kind of trying to flip the script, like not treating me as good. Like when they feel they have you, they don't have to maintain what they've done to get you, to keep you. And it's like, wait a second, no, like I'm not getting into that. I don't subscribe to the belief that there's a honeymoon phase and then it ends and then shit's boring. I don't subscribe to that. If you are a genuine awakened human being on the planet, then you want to thrive and grow in your relationship and keep things fun. And yeah, okay, maybe the first beginning is super, super exciting, but there's no reason you can't keep that excitement going. Like, that's an effort thing. If you love someone, why would you stop dating? Why? That's it. Like, I don't think I went on one date the entire time I was married. He still is so, God, I got a story for you. It was like when my son was maybe 4 years old, I had my mom watch him, and I was like, I really want to go out on a date. He, you know, agreed. But as we were driving to the date, he opened my door, tucked and rolled, and jumped out of a moving vehicle. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, actually, that just popped up in my Facebook memories yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, I remember that. There's many, many, many guys that are anti-dating. I married one. He took me on a date like a month ago. And we're not even together, right? But it's like, he decided he was going to try it. Dude, he was miserable. He sat there, he's like, he's just miserable. Complaining, fuck this. Like, what a waste of my time. Wasting, like, I don't know. Like, he's just not into it. There's a lot of guys that just are very against dating, and I never understood why. Before me and him were married, we would go out on a date every Saturday. like, we'd get dressed up in matching outfits, we'd go out to dinner, and we'd come back to his apartment and get drunk and, like, have amazing sex all night, cuddle all night, and it was like, why did that stop? Like, and then I'm like, you know, we could do things. He's like, been there, done that, or whatever. And it's like, I see a lot of women talking about how that's kind of the attitude of their guys, and it's like, fuck that. Like, you're not gonna lock me up in a box and ignore me and not, like, be good to me. And I fell into that trap. I fell into the trap because society tells you that, you know, all of that shit. And it's just, no. Like, you guys, oh, she probably left me so she can go out and be a hoe. Like, no, dude, we don't want to go out and be hoes. We want to be cherished in the home that we've created with you. We want to be acknowledged. We want to be appreciated, loved. Fucking idiots, man. But yeah, no, I'm not going to bash men. I'm just going to say, like, it's time. I think they're going to wake up and realize this now, because more and more women are just simply opting out. Like, we're opting out of the shit treatment. We're remaining single. You know, I'm proof of that. Fuck. I'm not going to settle for a dummy. I'm not going to settle for an asshole or an abuser. You know, I'll take my chances on some random one-night stands if I need to, or, you know, give it a try with some dating, going out to dinner sometimes, seeing if I have a vibe with somebody enough that I like them enough to see them again. Unfortunately, it's happened that, you know, most people that I end up meeting, I don't like them enough to want to see them again. So, you know, I keep it real. I don't lead people on. Like, if you're not something I want, then I flow away. But, you know, like I said, my husband, he was somebody I wanted. I very much wanted him. And my karmic twin was my twin flame was somebody I wanted. You know, I very much wanted him, but I don't want them the way that they were behaving and the way that they were being. And it's like, I deserve better. So either wake up and see that and treat me right, or you don't get to have my loyalty and you don't get to have my love anymore. And unfortunately, sometimes when these guys don't wake up, they don't really give a fuck that they don't have your love or your loyalty anymore, because there's a dime a dozen hoes out there who are still willing to just put up with anything for a little attention. And so, yeah, I mean, the wheat is definitely getting separated from the chaff. And I'm here talking about it. So I hope you guys enjoy my videos. Always feel free to comment, you know. And yeah, so just sharing some insights with y'all. Have a blessed day.